stop him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's dropped.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to see more and more of it as the game goes along. They love to use his speed to run across the formation. You can run away from defenders, run away from zone coverage, but they were all dialed in. They broke on it, and they made the nice tackle.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot. That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time. Now, the coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Russell on play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Looks it in. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams. Right side, it's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Fourth down, Williams. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Miller. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got it. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get 1st downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Got him on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the right. That one's not even close.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Got him quickly. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Bunch formation for these receivers. A run for the quarterback. There he goes. Inside the 50. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense can...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Riley. At the 45 on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Quickly to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment. They go play action with Russell. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Again, it's Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Russell. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Williams. Right side, it's Miller. And he's still running after the move. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. The screen, he can go. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's changing the play. Keelan Russell can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Second and long here. Fires to the big fella.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wide receiver comes in motion. Russell makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense playing a bail technique. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense not showing press coverage. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's Williams to throw. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Williams looking for a man. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Williams from the gun on third down. Gets it to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Williams to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop through.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the field. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp.
There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That one will give them the lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Williams dumps it off in the flats. Runs through the tackle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. Finds his target. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Matthews. Continues to fight for yards. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third down from the gun, Williams. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing Russell. Look out. Makes a deep grab. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Russell on play action. Rush right in his face. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Keelan Russell. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Runs through a man. He might have some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Left side, it's Weaver. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Throwing, Williams. Right side, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Williams to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Down he goes.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hand it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Breaks the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Tight end getting vertical. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They go play action with Russell. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Russell rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Sets his feet. It's Russell. Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left, and the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead and kick a field goal here and make this a 2-possession game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense. In the 4th quarter, now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Williams. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Long way to go on second down. Floats it out in space. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Anderson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing Russell. Out wide left, it's Scott. Makes the catch, and he's free. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got it. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keelan Jalen Russell. Left side is Meadows. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Moves the pocket. It's Russell. Right side, it's Riley. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Changing the routes with his receiver. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Throwing Russell. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's up and good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Miller. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Williams. Buying time to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams looking for a man. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Makes a grab and room to run.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Russell on play action. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him, and we got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Hits inside, it's Riley. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.